The first exercise to focus on would be to build up your squat strength. And the reason for that is because you're starting with both feet in line, so you're in a stable position, and then you want to build up the leg strength because if doing bodyweight squats and the squats with a little bit of weight feels really tough on your legs, and you're using both legs together, imagine what it's going to be like trying to do split squats and lunges where you're using one leg at a time. They're going to be a lot tougher. So we start with a bodyweight squat. For that, start with your feet facing forward, feet about hip width apart. Now, ultimately, the squat position is going to be individual to you. So start in this position, keep the abs braced, chest up, and focus on pushing your hips back and down slightly whilst you bend through the knees. Nice and gentle, straight up, straight down. So give that a couple of tries. And then what we're going to do is play around with your foot position. So you can have your feet out a little bit wider, give some reps, see how that feels. Then try it with the feet a little bit closer, a few more reps. What you're looking to do is, does any one of those positions feel a little bit easier on the hips? Some people may naturally prefer a narrow stance. Some people may naturally prefer a wider stance. And then with your feet, so you can have the feet facing forward. You can try it with the feet facing out. Again, try some different reps in each position to see what feels comfortable for you. So for example, for me, my feet are about shoulder width apart, toes pointed out, and for that, I feel nice and comfortable squatting straight up and straight down. So once you've got a comfortable position, focus on building up your bodyweight squat. I'd probably say being able to do 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps without it feeling like it's killing your legs. Once you get to that stage, then progress with some weights. Once you've mastered doing the bodyweight squat, you then want to add a little bit of weight. So the next stage that I take clients through is going into a goblet squat. So that's where you take a kettlebell or a dumbbell, you hold it in both hands and you hold it tight against the chest. So you can see, holding it against the chest, getting the shoulders pulled back and down, getting the back muscles tight, and all the while you're going to keep the chest up, abs braced, go into that comfortable squat stance, and then you're going to start squatting straight up, straight down. And then as you get stronger with one weight, you can keep going up in weights up to a certain point where it just doesn't become easy to hold the weight anymore. At that point, you can then switch to a different squat. So again, like with the bodyweight squat, you want to be able to probably do 3 to 4 sets of about 10 to 12 reps with a fairly decent weight before progressing. So after you've progressed with the goblet squat, you then want to move on to doing an exercise such as the back squat, where you've got the bar going across the back, or the front squat, where you've got the bar going across the front of the chest. And the same thing with this is get your abs tight, chest up, feet in that comfortable stance for you. And when you're holding the bar, you want to think about pulling the elbows down, and then you're going to squat straight up, straight down. So when you're doing this, it's ideal to do it in either a power rack or a squat rack. What you don't want to do is try and get it off the floor and keep pushing it overhead, because you're only going to be limited to so much weight you can comfortably get over your head and back after a set.